Hello, my name is Dr. Stacy Parker. I'm an organization development psychologist. And I graduated some time ago from Walden University with high honors in my doctorate as well as my master's degree. And currently, I own my own practice and a few other businesses. The name of my practice, though, is InTouch Holistic Services. The reason I chose the name is because of what it does. InTouch offers individuals the opportunity to heal on every level of their human existence. I understand that people are not one-dimensional creatures. In fact, we operate on at least 3 levels: mind, body, and spirit. It has always been my purpose to do the type of work that I have come to offer. And although I'm experiencing a glimmer of success, it did not always look like it was going to come to fruition. So come with me while I take you down the journey of how I became Dr. Stacy Parker and the task that became before me to create InTouch Holistic. I was only 7 years old when I announced to the world that I would become a doctor. What kind of doctor, I did not know. However, even at 7 years old, I knew the definition of what it would be to even be thought of as being a healer. One aspect of me becoming a healer, though, was that I would become a psychologist. And there are many years in between me being 7 years old and who I am now. But this is one of the journeys that I began. First, I had to become conscious and aware of my purpose. Then, the choices that I made and the steps that I took for what that meant had to become tangible and come into play. Some people believe that God, the universe, granted me my wishes by giving me opportunities along the way. My first real opportunity was when a teacher noticed something in me and recommended that I become one of the first peer facilitators at my high school. This role opened the door for me to become a youth counselor, or offering other students the means to unload and unpack their difficulties when they couldn't necessarily talk to another adult, or a student for that matter. Yes, I was a student, but being a peer facilitator meant to commit to confidentiality and to have good character. I was very good at what was asked of me. Now fast forward, I am now a college student. Not a peer facilitator, but a leader in my circles. This role did not change. However, the intensity of training and study did, through difficult situations in real life and obstacles in my education. And there are many obstacles to overcome, but let me just say this, without having to go through each and every one. When you are on the path to who you say you are meant to be, it often doesn't seem so. But if you connect to the very first time that you are conscious of who you are and who you're meant to be, and stay true to whatever that is, then nothing else matters except for the path that you are on. So imagine the environment that you want to correspond with. Imagine the environment that you want to create for yourself, and let that be all that matters. You are actually on the right path. St. Leo University, bachelor's degree in psychology. Walden University, master's degree in organization psychology. Walden University again, doctoral degree in industrial organization psychology in the behavioral sciences. Inducted into the Psychi Honor Society for Psychologists, inducted into the National Society of Leadership and Success, author of 4 books and publisher of 7. Coach countless groups, individuals, couples, and organizations. How are these obstacles that I had to overcome in my professional journey? When I applied for a job with all of my credentials, all of my experience, education, and I was told that I was overqualified. What? How much sense does this make? This was not a fluke. This happened over and over again. It became a pattern. I wanted to know why. I found out why. And now I'm going to tell you. The people who had interviewed me had less education and an understanding of what it meant to be an organization psychologist or any of the credentials that I presented to them. I had often felt like I had to teach them how to interview me. This went on for a period of 2 straight years. I applied diligently, as I was also in my past life a career development counselor. So I knew all of the tricks of the trade, but none of them worked for me. And so this is where I had to reconnect to what I had announced to the world as a 7-year-old. I also had to use what I had learned in my doctoral studies. I was taught in research for my dissertation that I had to consistently find gaps, the information that was needed, but also not available in research. So what was the gap that I had to face? Since it had appeared that I had worked my way out of a job situation, accepting that I was overqualified was not out of the question. This simply meant to me that I was more qualified than they actually wanted me to be. However, there was no place for me in the hundreds of jobs that I had applied for. So what did I do? What could I do? I'm going to tell you that too. I became a mentor, and InTouch Holistic Services is my platform. The argument in my dissertation was that certain personalities cause some people to achieve more than others. But what I found is that it wasn't personality at all. It was mentorship. People who were in the same field, same age, same gender, over many industries excelled when they had a mentor. These statistics corresponded to income as the identified achievement. So what I did is I took what looked like my failures and transformed them into success that I could share with others like you when the world tells you that you're more than what's needed. The lesson? Go ahead and take no for an answer, because it is an answer. It may not be the answer that you want, but it is in fact an answer. And instead of breaking down the door, create one for yourself. The environment that you want to be in, create it for yourself. And remember, all of your issues that you are faced with, they come to train you. So once you realize that your obstacles are actually coming as opportunities, then you'll see life differently. So here we are. Here I am fulfilling the role of the mentor through the expansion of what most of us call obstacles or issues or hard times. And I can only tell you that I am grateful for those obstacles, issues, and hard times, because if it had not been for those things, I would not be who I am today. I would not be able to offer you a shortcut through mentorship so that you can realize your purpose professionally and personally. I hope this message has served you in shaping the path on which you will walk. Remember, it's your path. No one's against you. Everything that comes to you is to work for you. Stay conscious of who you know you want to be and what you are meant to do. I'm Dr. Stacy Parker, and I wish you the best in your career.